What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Stevenson Lindor back again with another video. Again, I'm trying this year. I'm trying to really stay consistent and drop as many valuable content as possible. Shout out to my content creators out there, man. You guys are like uploading YouTube videos back to back to back to back, man. Like that's a lot of work. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of work, and I got a lot of projects I'm working on behind the scenes. But nonetheless, I'm here, right? So as always, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Share with your friends, those who want to pretty much get a better understanding of how the markets work. So today, what we're going to be talking about is how to get entries on the smaller time frames. Yes, this is the one. This is the one you guys have really been waiting for. All right. Those of you guys who've been following me for a long period of time, I like to trade on the higher time frames, right? Daily, I tell you, mark off daily, weekly, look for your entry on the 4 hour, 1 hour. And the reality is most people just don't have the patience for that. All right. I'm a swing trader. I'm a swing position trader. I like to hold trades for long periods of time. Reason being is, one, it's better for my mental state personally. I don't like to look at charts every single day, every single hour of the moment. I like to just enter a trade and go about my day. Two, I'm a really busy person, right? I got a lot of things going on. And number three, most importantly, I just like to go about my day. All right. Like I said, I don't like to spend too much time on the chart. Trading on a smaller time frame, especially in the beginning of my trading career, it damn near gave me anxiety. And I'm not the type of person who has anxiety, right? But you're trying to keep up with the 1 minute. You're trying every single candlestick, after 60 seconds, it flips, it's up, it's down, so on and so forth. But as I've grown as a trader, I figured out and finally found a way how to effectively utilize, I'm talking about the 15-minute, the 5-minute, even down to the 1 minute. And for those of you guys who have the advanced trading view, I don't have it, but you can actually use this on the 30-second, 5-second, even 1 second time frame. That's how powerful this move I'm about to show you. So let's hop into it. All right. It's going to be pretty simple, pretty easy, and for everybody to understand, right? So like I normally do, right? I always tell you guys, hey, let's look at the higher time frame, know what's going on. And you still want to do that to a degree, right? You still want to pick like a higher time frame, make sure you have your overall direction. But now we can kind of just jump down to like the 1 hour, right? You don't have to really go beyond that. 1 hour, maybe 4 hour, and you'll be fine if you just follow these rules, all right? So for example, I got GJ here. We're going to use a few examples. So currently right now we have this uptrend. Let's take this uptrend, for example, right before price reversed. Let's take this uptrend. And as you can see, right, I put back on here the MACD to make life easy because I know a lot of you guys still use this indicator. So you can use it as a guide. So this whole move was an uptrend. Right? This was an uptrend move until price broke here. Then it broke structure here. As you can see, it broke beyond this previous low right there. So now we're pretty much getting a change of direction. I'm looking for this to drop going into next week. But let's look at this current move right here. All right. This uptrend that GJ went on. Perfect. So this is what you want to do. All right. You want to find your trend. All right. Like they say, the trend is your friend, because now you know that you're in this uptrend move here. All you want to pretty much look for is buys. All right. You want to be in line, in conjunction with overall market structure. So now we can jump down to like the 15-minute or even the 5-minute, right? So for example, if I come here, see where price pulled back. All right. Perfect example. See where price pulled back here. And like I said, it's in line, it's in conjunction with the MACD. See how it retested on the MACD? I'll double click, boom. See that? That means throughout this entire time, based on this 1 hour time frame, there was no real pullback until up to this point. Boom. What I want to do is I want to look left and I want to find a POI. All right. So again, for those who don't know, what is a POI? POI stands for point of interest. What does that mean? It means basically this is the area you're pretty much looking for to jump into the market. So what is a POI? It's this specific bearish candle. Why this? Because right after this bearish candle, this was the last bearish candle, you had this bullish move up, right? So that was the last bearish candle, and then you had this bullish move up. Okay, and I actually save, right? One thing I like to do on my Instagram is I like to find examples, because I like to teach this to my class, I like to teach this to my students, of pretty much what to look for in the market, right? The more you see it, the more you believe it, right? So let's take this example, right? The smart money concept. See, OB, so order block. HTF stands for higher time frame. All right, OB, higher time frame. Okay, so that means you have to take a higher time frame setup. That's why I always tell you guys, make sure you go on the higher time frame first. So for example, this buy right here, this is a demand zone. Boom, we broke structure, right? And then price came back and retested, right? Before taking off, all right? So pretty much the same thing over here. So now, instead of just waiting on the 1 hour for all this to happen, right? So again, look, we're in an uptrend. It went up, it broke previous structure here. Perfect. We have that BOS. Now we have that pullback, we have that retest. That's what this is. All right. And now I'm about to show you how you can jump in the market to get that continuation. You see this right here, guys? I want you to study this. Remember this. Idolize it. All right. Right before price takes off, it will always, this pattern right here, if you can study and master this sequence right here, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, it will change the game. I even talked about it on my last YouTube video. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it, but I'm going to break it down again. So that means price is going to come into that supply or demand zone. So in this case, this demand zone right here, right? This demand zone right here. So if I go back to the GJ chart, this is technically where this POI was created, right? This is a demand zone, right? I got a POI candle. All right. This is also a demand zone, an area you want to look for buys, right? Now, again, do I look for my buy on this 1 hour? I mean, I can wait for a bullish activity, wait for price action, all types of stuff. But this is where the smaller time frame comes into play, right? So now I want to make my way down to like the 5 minute, right? I always say jump down a couple time frames. Now I want to jump down to like the 5 minute. Boom. So here we go. I'm on the 5 minute time frame. Perfect. See, POI candle right here. Now I'm looking for the same sequence right over here, guys. That same sequence right over there. Give me a second, guys. Trying to drink my gallon of water here, right? So this sequence is important, all right? Once price comes back into that supply or demand zone, so in this case, this demand zone, what we're waiting for is basically a change of character, which is another break of structure, retest, and you see that OB LTF. So if OB stands HTF is higher time frame, OB LTF is lower time frame. Again, this is why we jump down to the lower time frame. We don't stay on the 1 hour, right? We don't stay on the 1 hour. We jump down to the 5 minute. And some of you guys are going to master this so well, you're going to even be able to use this on the 1 minute. So watch this now, right? I'm going to make sure we zoom this whole thing so you guys understand the sequence. All right. So now price is in that demand zone. So we don't buy just yet. All right. We don't buy just yet. Notice how price currently on this 5 minute time frame is in a what? Downtrend, right? We're getting lower lows, lower lows. So what we need is we need a boom, that change of character right here, that change of character, that break of structure. So, right? Or BOS, right? Boom, that's what you got over here. This first part right here, when price is coming down, boom, change of character. That's what CHOCH stands for, change of character, for those wondering. Right? Basically break a structure. Then we're going to get a pullback. All right. Remember the leg that breaks out. The leg that breaks structure, that's what you're looking for that pullback to happen on. And that pullback, you want it to coincide with a POI candle. All right, guys? So look, I got that break of structure, right? Now I'm getting that pullback. And again, if you want to use the MACD to help you out, just see, right? We went from red to green. So this green was this breakout here, that breakout. Now back to red, right? And when you compare red to red, you see that, okay, this is not breaking this low. So now all I got to do is look with this leg right here, find a POI candle. And notice when this was pulling back, what's to the left of me? A POI candle. Boom, voila. And what this does, it does a couple things, all right? Number one, it gives you a tighter entry, a way tighter entry. Not only that, a tighter stop loss, ladies and gentlemen, which is what you ultimately want. Because remember, when you have a tighter stop loss, right? When you can reduce that stop loss, and you guys, some of you guys are gonna get so good, you're gonna be able to bring this down to even like 5 pips, right? Some even below 5 pips. But right here, this is not bad. We're talking about 13 pips here. So if I enter my trade here, right? Entry here, and now my stop loss is below here, right? I would place it right below there, right below that engulfing candle. That's where my stop loss, I got now a 13 pip stop loss. I think you guys can all live with a 13 pip stop loss. All right, now check this out. I got that, and then look at this beautiful rally to the upside. So I'm risking about 13 pips or so, and then I got a nice 300 pip move. All from using the 5-minute time frame, right? So boom. Now, remember, now we got that change of direction. Now price has broken structure. So what are we going to do now? All right, now we're going to look for ourselves. All right. Now price has broken structure. Right? This is the leg that broke. We have broken structure. Now we're looking for a sell. All right, remember, this is the leg that broke. So give you an example, right? This was for a buy. And again, I just be finding random stuff on when I'm on social media, and I'll save it just so I can show you guys, right? I like to use examples, right? So same thing right here, just for that buy on GJ, right? Price was coming down. See, we were in a 1-hour downtrend, right? Boom. Price change direction, right? You got that break of structure. Then what did price do? It retest. It retests. Look at the wording, 1-hour downtrend, boom, boom, came down, right? The reason why the POI, as you can see here, this was the last, right? The POI, it was the last candle that caused the break. So that's why this is your POI candle right here. That bearish candle right there was the last candle before that up move. All right. It was that last candle before that up move. All right. It broke out. It broke structure right here, chain character, and then it came back to, as you can see, price came back to our POI. That candle right there, the last candle. You see how it wicked and then take off. And then take off. All right. Voila. So now let me show you an example of a sell. So perfect. Right. I'm going to show you an easier one. I have another easier one. There we go. So you see this? All right. Price is in an uptrend, just like GJ was. Then we broke. See? Change the character, break a structure, and then you see this leg that broke structure, right? Price rallies back to the sell zone, and then voila. There's your sell move, right? There's your sell move. Okay, and then it does it again. See how price right here came down, pretty much does the same thing, right? Came up, The moment it broke structure here, change that. See how price rallied? Came back right before selling. So this is what we want to do over here. So we got that break of structure. So now we know we got a couple sell zones. All right. Now you can have more than one. All right. I always tell people this. You can have more than one. So like we have one right here and we have one right here. So you can have a minor and major. I got an example of that as well. Matter of fact, let me look at this. Where is it at? Right. Again, this is actually the perfect sequence of that. See that? Came up, break, retest, boom. Pulled back, right? Because it broke this structure. So this was the leg, pull back, dropped again. Broke structure. This was the leg, pull back, sell again, right? You want to study that. You want to study that over and over and over again. So high probabilities, right? So this right here for sell zones, right? Higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, boom. No more higher high. Most importantly, no more higher low. Now we got lower lows. So then you'll have a minor supply, right? For a sell, and then you have your major, your extreme. All right. Somebody's calling me. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. That was my Uber with my food. Uber Eats. Anyways, so where was I at? Yes. Right. So you can have two zones. You can have a minor and then you can have a major, right? At the end of the day, it's all going to get mitigated, right? It's all going to get filled. And as you can see here, right, the best ones are always ones with the POIs that have inbound, right? Get the imbalance candle right before you get that continuation. So what do I mean by that? So again, right, like that buy or like the sell. See how price, you have this imbalance candle right here, right? Imbalance. So for those who don't know, see this candle and this candle after it, see how it left a gap? So price gonna come in, fill that in before heading into its intended direction, right? So as you can see, price came in, filled that up, and then you had a nice little drop, right? So boom, I got two zones. I got this zone and I got that zone up here. I'm actually looking for price to break down. And how you're going to know which one is going to get hit? You don't, right? All you can do, and this is where the smaller time frame comes into play, right? So if I go down to the 5 minute, again, I'm just looking for that sequence, that same sequence. All right, guys? It's the same sequence over and over again. That's how you get your entry. All right, that's how you get your entry, that break, that pullback, and then that takeoff. All right, it's the same thing. So here, that's all I'm looking for. So check this out. We're going to do this whole structure point. Price comes into the zone, right? Boom. Do I have a break of structure? No, right? So there's no reason why I should be looking for any type of sell just yet. Do I have a break of structure? No, right? Price come down. Do I have a break of structure? No. Right? Price come down. Right? And again, you could use the MACD as a guidance tool. It'll show you. Right? It will literally show you. So throughout this whole time, I'm looking for break of structure. Right? Now I finally get it. I at least get that first break. Boom. So look at here. We're going to just take this. There was my actual break, right? It was my actual break, my real break, all right? So this whole leg, all right? So now, again, where are my POIs, right? This was the last bullish candle before the drop. This was the last bullish candle before the drop, right? So notice how price came up, fill that up. And what I do when price gets in there, again, just wait for bearish candlesticks to form. Now I have a tight entry with a tight stop loss, no more than about 9-10 pips. And look at that, 50 pips, just off of this move right here, guys. Just off of this move right here. Imagine if you were able to grab 50 pips, right? Look at the risk to reward, right? You're risking, let's say you're risking 1% on your account. No more than 3. Look at your reward, 6. So it's well worth 1 to 6. If I'm risking 1%, my reward is 6. This is an absolutely phenomenal trade. All right. And you can keep doing this until price takes off. So if price is coming down, right, and it stops, remember, I'm up 50 pips. I'm going to move up my stop loss. If price comes back again, then I look for the same sequence. All right. Okay, cool. I get taken out, right? I'm waiting for the same thing. So price come down, no break of structure. Okay, not yet. Price is coming up. Remember, I'm looking for a sell throughout this entire time. I'm just looking for sell opportunities. Why? Because based on the 1 hour time frame, what did I get? I got a break. So I got to keep that in mind. This is why I'm looking for sells, right? We didn't create no more higher highs on the higher time frame. So this is one of the things where a lot of people get lost at, right? They get caught up on the smaller time frame trying to buy and sell in here that they forget. So I'm just looking for sells. I don't care about these buys. I don't care about this buy. I don't care about that buy. I don't care about no buy. I'm looking to sell, and I'm looking for this sequence: a break, a retest, and a short. All right. So price is coming down. I look left, right? Still ain't breaking. Price came up, came down. I got a tad of a break. All right, perfect. I got a break. I got a break. Remember, it's when the body closes. Remember, an actual break is when the body closes below, right? The body closes below the wicks, right? Not the greatest. I would have liked to see a more bearish move down, closing really below all of this, right? But we can use this, right? So this was the leg that broke. So that means up here is where my last bullish candle is, right? That was my last bullish for that bearish move. So that means this is my POI. That's my POI candle. That's my POI candle. Boom. Got my POI candle. And now I'm just looking. I don't care what's happening here, here, here. I'm only going to sell when price comes in there. Price comes in there. Like I said, you can wait for bearish activity. And then I'm just looking for my sell. Only 29 pips here, but look, you're risking 9 pips for 29 pips. All right, that's still a good risk to reward. All right, so this hasn't broken out yet. This pulled back. And every time your trade takes off, guys, remember, move up your stop loss in front of your entry. So now you have a risk-free trade. I'm going to say this again. Move, right? Even going to highlight it. Move up. Move up, stop loss in front of entry. Once price takes off. All right, got it? Understood? Once price takes off. So that means one or two things got to happen. Price is either going to take off, it's going to just drop, or there's going to be a pullback. At least if it pulls back, you walk away with some money. And then you wait for the same scenario. So now I know, right? That's why I was questioning this, if this was an actual break, because the body didn't close all below here, right? So now I know I need an actual break below this region. Clearly, price pulled back here, all right? Still within this range. And like I said, going into next week, what I'm looking for is an actual break. Break, then a retest, and then a continuation down. And you can do this on anything. So I know a lot of people love trading on indice, so I'm going to use an indice example, right? So perfect example. We're in, right, a downtrend, right? 1 hour. All right. How do I know I'm in an uptrend? Higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, right? This is the high point. That was the high point, right? So look at this. Just using this as an example, right? This was the actual break, right? Let's say to make life easy. See that red point? That was your structure point on the 1 hour. Boom. As you guys know, there was a break of structure here. There was a break of structure here, here, here. But to make life easy, again, right? All you have to do is just compare. So I had my break. This actually broke. Perfect. So now this was the leg. Because this was the leg based off this bearish move on the 1 hour, broke this structure here. So where's my POI candle? Right at the top. This is the last bullish candle before this bearish move down. And notice how price came and now it's starting to drop. So now, again, and I'm going to show you how you could even do this on the 1 minute time frame. So I'm on the 1 minute. So once I'm in my zone, all right, same thing. Only difference is we're now on the 1 minute. Price came up, boom, higher high, right, break. So now I got my break. The only thing I need is that retest. All right, the only thing I need is that retest. Right, the only thing I need is that retest. So now what do? Actually, let me zoom out here. So once I got that break here, I know I got a POI candle all the way up here. Price is pulling down. Boom. Now I get this sharp move. And what did price do? Remember what I say, guys, after every break of structure, price is going to pull back. Every break of structure, price is going to pull back. These examples, every break of structure. See, look at this. Every break of structure, broke structure, right? What did price do? Pull back. Break structure. What did price do? Pull back. Break structure. Perfect. Where's my POI candle? Right here. And look, broke. There's my sell. Voila. On the 1 minute time frame. So now I literally have, look at this, right outside of the zone. And look at my reward. All right. Again, I'm risking 1% for 6. Who wouldn't take that? All on the 1 minute time frame. So to recap, what do we want to do? Pick a 1 hour. You could do a 4 hour if you want, right? Mark up your chart. After you do that, once you find the zone, right? Once you find the zone, so like on this 1 hour, price came up, came down, boom, broke structure here. So I know my zone is right here. Once I got this 1 hour supply zone, I jump down to the 5 minute, 1 minute, and I look for my ultimate entry. And there, that's where I'll get my high, my low risk and high reward setup. All right, guys. So I don't want to make this video too long. Hopefully I broke this down eloquently for you guys to understand. If you have any questions, any concerns, please type down below. Let me know how you feel. As you guys know, if you want access to the Discord, email me, hit me up. Guys are doing a lot better, doing good. And what I love with students is once they start seeing their own results. Got my guy Craig over here now averaging 1K a day since, so open his eyes to indices, new strategies of how to utilize the smaller time frame. You guys can do it too. All right. Make sure you join the Telegram below. Also, it's in the description link. Be getting back to, doing some free sessions for the public. But guys, as always, man, appreciate your time, YouTube fam. Make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. All right. Take care. Stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.